What's up, everybody? I'm Super Beast G, and welcome back to the channel. And we are continuing our series where we take powerful decks and strip them of all their rare and mythic rares in the deck. So today we're playing the black-white discard that you've probably seen going around. I have seen probably like a half a dozen of my opponents play this. Not half a dozen, more than that. That's a half a dozen, like a dozen, like in the last week. Just like in rapid succession. But yeah, realistically, you know, you play the what is it? The Hopeless Nightmare on turn 1, then the Nurturing Pixie, then you get back the Hopeless Nightmare, play it again, and all that stuff. Well, we're doing it without the rares and the mythics. So, instead of the Guardian of Ghirapur, since we obviously don't have rares in the deck, we're playing Scrollshift, which is actually, from what I've tested, from what I've played, I would say it's an underrated card. I don't see anyone playing this, but I really do like this card. Because this has more than one application where you can, it's an instant. It says exile up to one target artifact, creature, or enchantment you control, then return it onto the battlefield under its owner's control. That does everything we want to do. We can get back the Hopeless Nightmare, we can get back the Tithing Blade, we can't get back the Invasion, but we can protect our creatures with it too. So like we can get back a Nurturing Pixie if they're trying to kill it, and then that will also bounce one of our things that we want to bounce back, giving it back to us, doing the thing we want to do, and then also saving the Nurturing Pixie. We have one Requisitioner's Raid in the deck because we cannot deal with enchantments in this deck. This is pretty much, and an argument can be made that we should put more of these in there because this is actually a really good card as well. The spree on this, it's very cheap. It's a for 4 mana, you can destroy a target artifact, destroy a target enchantment, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. That's a lot for 4 mana. It's a lot of stuff to do. And if your opponent's playing artifact creatures, enchantment creatures, and stuff like that, like artifact creatures and enchantment creatures, I should say, you get to destroy like 2 creatures with this for 3 mana. So that's pretty good. We have the Novice Inspector in here to get us more clues, more draws, a little bit of a blocker. Also a good bounce. We can bounce it and put it back on the field, get the Investigate again if we want to. That's not normally what we want to do. We also have the Market Gnome, which we can use to sacrifice with the Tithing Blade to like craft with it. That craft is pretty good. When you get your opponent down to a certain amount, to like a low amount of health, and you craft a Tithing Blade, it just puts your opponent on a very, very short clock. And you gain the life, so you stay in the game for a little bit. Now, obviously, if your opponent's too far ahead, that's not going to matter, but you know, we got ways. We have the Bartolomé del Presidio, El Presidente. We just use this to, we need a finisher, and it's hard to have a finisher in a deck with no rares or mythics, because a lot of the good finishers are rares and mythics. So if we need to, we can always pop some artifacts and or creatures, make this really big, and attack in for lethal if we want to. So we have 2 of those just in case, you know. We cannot use a little thing called Rite of Oblivion because Rite of Oblivion is, I had 2 rules going into this: no rares or mythics, and nothing that will rotate. So since we're not going to be using things that are rotating, Rite of Oblivion really just kneecaps us. So I decided to use Invasion of New Capenna. This could also be a finisher. We do have flyers in the deck that could attack the battle down. Pretty good flyer to do it too, because like usually it'll have like a +1/+1 counter on it. But yeah, and then we get an artifact equipment that when it equips to our creature, whenever it attacks, it gets a +1/+1 counter. And each other creature that shares a type with it. So if you have multiple of the same creature, like Nurturing Pixies, a bunch of Nurturing Pixies, or Novice Inspectors, or even the bats are really good with that too, because you get the lifelink too. The only thing, I don't think there's anything, like all of our creatures are different, so not a single one of them will help each other in that sense, but we do have 4 of each of these creatures, so you can always connect it to or equip it to a Deep-Cavern Bat, and then you have something that keeps getting stronger and stronger, and if a couple of those, just gets harder to kill, I guess. Yeah, we have 3 Bitter Triumphs just to deal with Planeswalkers, or anything at instant speed. Just to just to remind you, I know manlands are a problem. And you say like, manlands, we can't get those with Tithing Blade. Well, with Scrollshift, you can. They play a man land, they attack with it or whatever, or maybe you don't even let them attack. Sometimes I like to let them attack depending. I don't want them to get an extra mana, you know, when I go to kill it. But you can scroll shift the Tithing Blade. It comes back in immediately, and then they have to sacrifice it if it's the only thing on the field. That is a way to use Tithing Blade against man lands. And sometimes if they're using man lands, they probably don't have anything else because that's why they're using the man land. Because man lands are just really good in that situation where you have nothing left, you know, and you're just like, oh, I guess you use my man land. Nope, not today. And you get to draw a card with it, so bonus. Are we going to lose rank today? Probably. Is this deck fun? Yeah, it's pretty fun, I would say. I'm trying to make these decks as fun as possible, without having the rares and mythics. I know rares and mythics are just unique and crazy sometimes, but this is a nice little challenge for me. And a lot of these decks are probably going to be very cheap, as in like mana value wise, because a lot of the stuff we want to play are just 1 or 2 mana in this deck. The highest thing is Scrollshift. Because we're not playing the rares and mythics, we can't really go into like the 5s and 6 unless we were doing like a reanimator style deck. In which case, you could go into 5 mana with like reanimator spells and stuff. But for this, personally, I like this. It's like a discard. It's less of a discard and more of like a disruptor deck, because I guess like Deep-Cavern Bat doesn't make you discard. So there is that, but. Yeah, I think it's a really cool deck. Let's get into the games and see how it does. I think my goal is to at least win half of the games we play today, because I mean, a 50% win rate is pretty much all you can ask for with a deck. And now I'm saying, like, why would we play this deck if it's not going to win more than 50%? Well, this is a baseline for a cool deck, right? I'm trying to make the best budget option for you. For people who don't want to spend the wild cards, or are on the fence of spending the wild cards, I'm trying to make the best budget option for you, or at least for me. I'm trying to win, you know. And then you yourself can make this deck, because rare uncommons and commons are easy to come by, so you can make this deck. And then if you have wild cards laying around, like rare or mythic, you can put in what you feel is necessary for this deck, you know, and then kind of build it up as you go. So there's I don't know if I would play any of these budget decks by themselves, but they are a nice baseline. So, and it's more of a challenge for myself to see if we can actually get some wins with these decks, because it is hard to win without rares and mythics, because those usually are the lifeline and the heart of the deck, you know? So let's get into the games and see how this deck does. I'm really excited to try to get some wins here. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go. Scoured Barrens. I mean, it's not bad. Not the worst in the world, I'll tell you that much. We could do Novice Inspector into Hopeless Nightmare. That's pretty good with our mana, right? Or we could do Market Gnome and Hopeless Nightmare. Or we could do Tithing Blade, because that gets rid of the thing that's going to murder us. Then we could do Market Gnome, Novice Inspector, Hopeless Nightmare. Let's do it. Red loves to lose cards out of their hand, but they have ways to like gain cards back now. So it's not as bad as it used to be. All right, here comes Depopulate, but I don't really care. Can you exile? You might be able to exile. That would be bad. El Presidente, so nice to meet you. Da, 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 da. Keep up the Bitter Triumph. No attacks, because Wandering Emperor exists. Bartolomé is really good when it comes to like board wipes. If he Sunfalls right now, then I think we're golden. Because you can sack at instant speed. I don't want to do this yet. Pass? You're gonna kill him? That's fine. Lightning strike. If that's what you're using your lightning strike on, then good for you. Let him, he's gonna die. There's no way we can save it. Unless we had drawn a blink effect. Really the only thing we could have done. I'm gonna wait one turn to do that. That's what we were looking for right there. God, are you kidding me right now? Could it be any more blatant? Nice. I think we just wait. Market Gnome, baby. Attack. I don't know if they have the Wandering Emperor, to be honest. One damage to me. There you go. I need to be able to do this. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'll be able to do it next turn. I want to be able to Tithing Blade on the Market Gnome. Okay. Let's go here. We draw a card, too. Uh-oh. Nobody knows about the Scrollshift because no one uses it unless they have to. Boom. You must get rid of your... Yes, there you go. Booyakasha! And we still have this. So we're good. Go ahead and craft with the Market Gnome on the field because it's doing nothing. We gain that life. Now we're going to be gaining life every turn. Okay. What does this do? Okay, that's just... I still want to use the... I want to save the Demolition Fields, but I need color... Man, well, I guess we got enough. Oh yeah. All right. You don't gain no life. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Is going to kill you as soon, someday. At some point. And we have more Tithing Blades, you know. There's really no hurry right now. They play a creature, we kill it, and we win. Nice. Tithing Blade, Scrollshift, gross. We're keeping. We're keeping because it is the grossest. Guess we're doing that. What's great about the Tithing Blade, the Tithing Blade doesn't normally hit these lands. But they do if You can scroll shift them. Okay, mount. Nice. Alright, we're going to play the Tithing Blade. And the Fairy, so we have a Tithing Blade in our hand. Pretty good stuff, my friends. Like, if they only have Tithing Blade, I'll just wait and attack with my Restless Prairie. No, what? Really? Okay. We've got the Novice Inspector. Let's go... play the tap land first so we have more options later, I guess. We can do Novice Inspector and Hopeless Nightmare. Economy of Transients. That's a good, I mean, that's good. That is good for them. Like, the thing is about this game is, like, it's always, the game is always going to be a, Let's see. The game's always going to be an uphill battle. They're never going to let you just play the game, you know? They always have to put you up against the exact, like, not even just the exact deck. Like, not that this deck is an exact, like, killer for this deck, but, like, they put you up against, like, they always have, like, the things that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they can just get stuff back. Oh, you discard a card? It's stuff that they want in the graveyard. Every single time. So the game's never going to let you, pay 3 life. Kill it. Kill it with absolute fire. I mean, we're gonna get hit for 3 here, but that's fine. Yeah, I think I'll take the 3. If I'm being honest. Don't play another creature. Thank you. And we could draw a card with the clue. Bring them down to 15. Bring them down to our level, you know? Okay. Let's go see what they have in their hand, just in case, huh? Might as well play this out, so we have something for next turn. And we can investigate, get another clue, draw another card. Hopefully that's not... Hopefully that's not an enchantment. Hopefully not. Remember, we scroll shift at the end of at the beginning of the end step. This way, they can't get Economy of Transients back. Well, at least if we're doing the Tithing Blade, I should say. Important note: they do get 2 creatures back, and we have no way to exile them from the graveyard. So it's an uphill battle for us, but we're gonna try. We might not win, but we're gonna go down. We're not going to go down without a fight. We're gonna make them go, "Holy crap! Why? Why did that take so long?" Are you serious, dude? Did you? They probably didn't draw an enchantment, right? Watch it be another Hallowed Haunting. That wouldn't be the worst. I mean, it would be bad, but like, we might be able to get there. Just depends. I think they're AFK. To be honest. Although people do this to like trick you into attacking with everything. But I don't think in the enchantment deck, I don't think that's a big deal. Because I don't think they play Wandering Emperor. I've literally never seen an enchantment deck play Wandering Emperor, although they probably should. But here's what we're going to do. Nurturing Pixie. Get rid of your card. So it's a land then. Because they're AFK. And there was no stick when I played the Nurturing Pixie or when it hit the battlefield. So it's something that they can play at sorcery speed, which is probably a land, which is probably why they didn't do it. They probably kept it in their hand, or they just AFK'd. They either they are AFK or they kept it in their hand to kind of bluff. But Hopeless Nightmare says no bluffs. Hopeless Nightmare says get that card out of your hand before I attack, just in case it is a Wandering Emperor. And if it is a Wandering Emperor, they kind of have to play it right now. Because otherwise it's going bye-bye. And then I know not to attack. Oh, it was a land, for sure. Next to combat, sure. And then we can pop the clue. I mean, honestly, we're just playing against no one at this point, right? They got mad because I got rid of all their stuff. They're not drawing the enchantments they need. Watch, if they come back now, it's because they drew something that gets them back in the game. But I doubt it. People are, like, he could have been disconnected, or they could have been disconnected, but I doubt it. People usually just get mad and leave because, you know, they're weak. They're crybabies, you know. It is what it is. Some people just be like that. Like me, if I know I'm done, I just concede. I'll complain about it to the high heavens, for sure. But I'm not going to sit there and make my opponent wait. That's disrespectful. I'm not, like, I don't know these people, you know. Like, this person, like, if someone's beating me, it's not like, it's not their fault they're beating me. It's like, it's, you know, luck of the draw, man. Can't be mad at a human being because, like, I always love the things where you're mad at, like, someone because you just lost 5 times in a row to the same deck, and it's like, this guy didn't do anything wrong. Like, I just think it's funny. Market Gnome. Invasion, can't play any of that. Mulligan, opponent goes first. Invasion's probably the worst one. So I think we're going to do this. We're going to do Novice into Tithing Blade. Hold up Scrollshift. You really don't know what to think with Novice Inspector, right? Because you see it and it's like, is it Boros Convoke? Is it, you know... Uh-oh. Scry 2, baby. Attack with the Spectre. The Novice Inspector. What are they going to have, though? I mean, I'm assuming a temporary lockdown. That is bad for everybody. Wow, really? Just playing temporary lockdown for no reason. Okay. That would hurt you, because don't you have the thing that... Oh, okay. Well, now we're screwed, right? Unless we draw a Tithing Blade. We don't! Why would we? Why are we drawing so many lands? Oh, it's a forced loss. Yep. That's what it is. Because anything we draw here... Like, well, we could draw another Scrollshift, and that would be bad. So that's probably the next card we're going to draw that's not a land. Oh, look what they're doing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. It's us. I'm not even kidding. Come on. Really? Could have drawn anything. But it's got to be a land. We have nothing. This is terrible. I love the hand, hate the mana. Mulligan. Okay, well. You go first. We're going to put back the gnome, because we can't play it. Let's go, baby. I can't mulligan down past that. That's just insane if we do that. Discard a land. Oh, discarded a No More Lies. I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There's your No More Lies. High noon, sure. So this thing has hexproof, right? So do that. Then we can I don't know why they played the one we couldn't see. I don't know. Okay. So they're gonna flash it in. That's a bad move, dude, because it's your turn. Get rid of the land. Die. We can always scroll shift it too. Oh my god. They're gonna Anchorage. I don't know if we should scroll shift it. No, we probably should. Boom. Let's go. We can only play one thing per turn, right? Well, we can always scroll shift a bat, too. Yeah, we know we want to kill it. Let's do it now. Take action. More white. We don't have a whole lot of white. Can you do this yet? Give me that. You can have that normalized back. You can have that back, buddy. You have 7 turns. No attacks. He's gonna flash in. Oh no, okay. Fine. Can we stop drawing lands though? That's the thing. Might as well. Sure. We have 35 health, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Puffy corn chips, baby. Opponent goes first. We have Hopeless Nightmare. We have Invasion. We could... This could be a thing. The scroll shift really doesn't do anything if we get rid of the Hopeless Nightmare, but we might be able to do this. I'm gonna keep 7. Just for science, I'm gonna keep 7. Maybe this is a bad idea. They had to mulligan too. Actually, this was a good keep. This was a really good keep. Pixie. Can they kill the Hopeless Nightmare? Leyline Binding, wow. Alright. Well, that's fine. Leyline Binding on a Hopeless Nightmare, dude. Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. Keeping up the bitter triumph for the little dinosaur, the Topiary Stomper. They are getting lands, though. Oh, wow, yay. That's a thing that happened. They just win, yay. Bramble Familiar, why not? Okay. They're getting the artifact creature out? The Flesh Gorger? They do. Okay. I want to pay 10 life for this. I'll discard a card. I think the Scrollshift isn't helping us here, right? Yes, I'll do it. Because I'll have to sacrifice the Market Gnome. Sure. They're gonna play something else. Okay. So this can do an artifact, right? Let's do Invasion. Let's kill one of the ancient cornucopias. 5, 6, 7. They have... No, they could play the Bramble Familiar. Okay. You may sacrifice an artifact or creature. Exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Get rid of that. We don't want that. We don't like that. We hate that. You know what? Let's go for the Invasion. Why not? They have something? They have something to play? I guess they can tap that for mana. I don't know if that will hold priority or not. Okay. Really wish I had another white land. Because they can get this back and use it next turn? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Of course, they're always going to have 4 Leyline Bindings in the opening hand. Alright, they can't play this time. Yeah, of course. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and kill the 1 red mana. They'll probably get a basic. I'm gonna get a white mana from this. Take action. Investigate. So when he attacks, we can double block. We threaten to double block. They might have another Leyline Binding. They probably will. That's the thing about these decks, like Leyline Binding, there's some glitch in the game. Like, and I'm being serious. There's some glitch in the game where they just, yeah. There's a glitch in the game there, getting the exact cards you need at exactly the right time. That where like Leyline Bindings, there will always all be, oh wow, he has 15 cards left in his deck. Does he put them all back? Yeah, he puts them all back. I'd say in the top like 30 cards of the deck, they always seem to find at least 2 or 3 Leyline Bindings, which is insane. Like, sometimes all 4. Can I do, no, I just can't. Awesome. I don't think there's anything I can do here. At this point, right? As this doesn't do enchantments, right? Let's see. Exile that. I think we're gonna do this. There's nothing else we can do. Like we're dead. So. Cast it. Man, we can scroll shift it. Actually, it's an artifact now. Which turns it back into the battle. That's not bad. Okay. Wow, they got another one. This is fun to play against, guys. This is why people play Farewell. For all you people who hate Farewell and hate it like it's the plague, you're horrible. You're a horrible person if you hate Farewell. Because this is why Farewell exists. This is exactly why Farewell exists. So stuff like this doesn't happen and people don't stop playing. This is horrible. Congratulations. You're dunking on a budget deck. Congrats. It destroys a land, right? And anything I kill... Yeah, we're just dead. Anything I kill just comes back next turn anyways. Got the Market Gnome, we got the Cavern Bat, we got the stuff to do all the things we want to. Only problem with Bartolomé and the Deep-Cavern Bat is we don't want to sacrifice the Deep-Cavern Bat ever. Not something we want to do. So that's like the only like Nombo in the deck, really. Oh, and the Invasion with it, but we're not usually going to sacrifice the Deep-Cavern Bat. We're going to sacrifice stuff like Market Gnome or the Clues or something else. I think we go Market Gnome into Bartolomé. I think that's what we do. I wish Bartolomé could sacrifice himself. I know it would be counterintuitive. It wouldn't make sense. But it'd be kind of cool. So, like, Sunfall, like, you get rid of, like, everything for Sunfall. Market Gnome, baby. Market Gnome. They're like, what? I just played against 7 mono red decks. What is this? That's what's going on through their head right now. All right, let's go. No combat. We could just do this at instant speed without any, like, we don't need mana, we don't need to tap, nothing. One of the better uncommon cards. Very old school style. You don't see too much of this nowadays, where you could just sacrifice anything at a moment's notice. Easy to deal with because it's, you know, obviously it's 2-drop, 2/1, but kind of a cool effect. Like I said, you don't see it much. It's like a lot of stuff in Commander you see do that. Like where you just sacrifice anything. I can just sacrifice everything if I want to. Bartolomé is like definitely a unique, a rare find in today's standard. Okay. I mean, we could do this anytime, so. Or we can just wait for them to concede. That's awesome. All right. That is the deck. Like I thought, there were some games in there where we were absolutely trounced, but it's gonna happen. Upgrades, I would say, probably just more things that deal with enchantments. I think our biggest problem was stuff we just couldn't deal with. Like the enchantments are hard to deal with. So if we, you know, if we can deal with stuff like Leyline Binding, stuff like Virtue of Persistence, I think we'll just have a better time. Unfortunately, I don't think, like, the Tithing Blade doesn't do anything for enchantments. The Invasion doesn't do anything for enchantments, unfortunately, but it does take care of artifacts. That is why Rite of Oblivion is so good in this deck. But like I said, I didn't want to play anything that was rotating soon. So, yeah, that's, I mean, it's hard, but like, if you've got the stuff, like, obviously you probably have stuff like, you know, Get Lost and stuff like that. You could probably put those in if you want, if you're, you know, if you're not trying to, if you already have them. Like I said, this is just a baseline of budget, for you guys to kind of like look at and, you know, just have fun with and be like, yeah, like it could be sort of competitive. And I have a few rares laying around I can put in there to make it a little bit more competitive. And yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah. Obviously, if you have the Guardians of Ghirafurs, definitely put those in. That makes sense. Or anything that goes in the, you know, the normal Nurturing Pixie bounce deck, discard deck. Definitely put those in if you have them. But yeah, I had a little bit of fun with this deck. I like this one. This was pretty interesting. Definitely not quite as powerful as the Budget Toxic deck. The Budget Toxic deck was like out of this world powerful for me. Like at least when I played it. I obviously experience may vary, but we didn't get to use Bartolomé as much as we wanted, but he was there for us if we needed him, I guess. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just like people just didn't want to get rid of their cards, so they just conceded and stuff like that. So like it still can win some matches. It still can, like, I think there was a couple in there where we would have actually won with the Tithing Blade on its other side. But yeah, pretty neat deck. Let me know your budget options. Like if you have a budget deck, let me know in the comments. I know I didn't do the same format as last time. I didn't know if people would like me building the deck in the video, and I didn't want to take too long with the video. I wanted to get more games in because I don't like to go over an hour for the video. So I wasn't sure if you know, if we were gonna go over that. I try to give myself at least like under 60 minutes for a video. So yeah, so I didn't make the deck in this one. Let me know if you like the deck being made in the video or if you like just getting into it. I put chapters in the description so that you guys can skip the stuff you don't like. Also in the description, I'm always going to put the deck list. So if you're looking for the deck, I got the Ether Hub link in the, and if I forget to put the Ether Hub link, let me know in the comments. I've done that before where I've just completely forgot because they don't let you do it ahead of time. I schedule the videos and they don't let you do it before the deck. They don't let you, well, they let you do the deck list, but they don't let you connect the video to the deck list. And a lot of my views come from Ether Hub. So I don't like to do it before. I don't like to put the list up early because then all the people who look at the list have already looked at the list and they don't see the video. You know, it's all algorithm stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments what kind of budget decks you like. What you would like me to build. What kind, you know. There's not a ton because like I said, rares and mythics usually are the lifeblood. Definitely can't do an Atraxa deck budget, you know, unless you just want to do the Atraxas and only the Atraxas. But yeah, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Y'all are awesome, and I hope you do like this series because I am enjoying it. It is something different and fun, and yeah, I hope to continue it. Peace out and have a wonderful day, everybody.